Welcome back to Gyan Varsha again. Today we'll discuss plasma membrane part 2. In the previous lecture we discussed about the structure of plasma membrane and lipid raft. Today we'll discuss some more topics on plasma membrane. So we'll move next. Today we'll discuss about the structure of liposome, micelle and bilayer. Okay, how they will form. So all these structures form in ways that minimize contact between the hydrophobic lipid components with water. In the case of fatty acid salt, which contain only one fatty acid chain, the molecule form a small and spherical structure. As you see here, a small and spherical structure which we called as micelle. Okay, which we called as micelle. This micelle structure is usually less than 20 nanometer. The diameter is usually less than 20 nanometer. Okay, in which the hydrophobic fatty acid chains are hidden inside the sphere. As you people see that if we talk about fatty acid salt, so in this micelle structure, this one fatty acid, see only this and this one fatty acid chain which is inside the sphere. Okay, because it is hydrophobic, so it wants to avoid water, it wants to prevent from water, so it will be inside the water. So this structure is of micelle. Okay, if we'll move next, a second type of lipid aggregate in water is the bilayer. In bilayer structure, it will form a 2D sheet. This is a 2D sheet. Okay, what will happen in which two lipid monolayer, this is one single layer and this is another monolayer. Two monolayers combine to form a 2D sheet because the hydrophobic regions, see this will form a bilayer sheet. This first sheet, this is second sheet. But problem is this, where problem arises when this here, this side and this side will contact with water. When this will contact with water, it wants to prevent it, like it wants to avoid water, so it will automatically convert it into liposome. Because the hydrophobic region at its edges are in contact with water, the bilayer sheet is relatively unstable. This one is unstable and spontaneously fold back on itself to form a hollow vesicle called liposome. This is a hollow vesicle. This is a hollow vesicle. Okay, it will form a liposome. Liposomes are closed, self-sealing, solvent-filled vesicle that are bound by only a single bilayer. That is a single bilayer, or we can say that two monolayer or single bilayer, and it is a here hollow. Here water can come. Okay, and it is a closed and self-sealing solvent-filled vesicle. Solvent-filled, why? Because it is inside, water will come, because this portion is hydrophilic. Okay, and this is hydrophilic, and inside this is hydrophobic. The tails are coming inside the sphere. Okay, so I think you people cleared about what about micelle, bilayer, and bilayer is unstable, so it will convert it into liposome. Okay, so we'll move next. See this asymmetry of the lipid bilayer. We all know that membrane lipids are asymmetrically distributed between the two leaflets of the bilayer. Okay, so the two leaflets of the lipid bilayer have different lipid compositions. So we'll see. If we'll talk about non-cytosolic leaflet, in that sphingomyelin and phosphatidylcholine are in abundant amount. And if we'll talk about cytosolic leaflet, in that phosphatidylethanolamine, phosphatidylserine and phosphatidylinositol is in the most abundant amount. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि स्फिंगोमाइलिन और फॉस्फेटाइडलकोलिन साइटोसोलिक लीफलेट में प्रेजेंट नहीं होते. वो साइटोसोलिक लीफलेट में भी प्रेजेंट होते हैं, पर वो बहुत कम अमाउंट में होते हैं इफ वी कंपेयर to the non-cytosolic leaflet. Means outer leaflet will compare to the outer leaflet to the inner leaflet. In outer leaflet, sphingomyelin and phosphatidylcholine are in the more abundant amount to the inner leaflet. It will compare inner leaflet. Okay, so we'll move next. Please remember these points, because in part B they ask directly. Now we'll talk about some role of lipase and floppase. Okay, although the barrier of rapid spontaneously flip-flop contributes to the maintenance of lipid asymmetry, other mechanism must be responsible for the regeneration of lipid asymmetry. See, what does I want to say? See, we need see, this is your lipid bilayer. Okay, some molecules Okay, here, and some molecules are here. Like if I will talk about phosphatidylcholine, choline or ethanolamine. If I will talk about phosphatidylcholine, which is most abundant in the non-cytosolic leaflet, okay, is most abundant. So if phosphatidylcholine wants to move here, okay, so it needs some type of energy, some enzyme it needed, or some transport protein it needed to come in the non-cytosolic leaflet to the cytosolic leaflet. Okay, so two classes of transport activity have been described that are responsible for the ATP dependent transport of lipids. Okay, the first one is flippase. Flippase is P-type ATPase. It is non-cytosolic leaflet to cytosolic, means from here to the here it will come. It will talk about example phosphatidylserine and phosphatidylethanolamine. Okay, it will talk about floppase. Floppase is ABC transport protein, cytosolic to non-cytosolic leaflet movement, and it will talk about example phosphatidylcholine, sphingolipid and cholesterol. And the third one is scramblase. See, scramblase is in any of the direction because it is along the concentration gradient, so it doesn't need ATP and it is activated by calcium. Okay, I think you people got my point. In flippase, non-cytosolic to cytosolic, but in floppase, cytosolic to non-cytosolic, but in scramblase, any of the direction because it is along the concentration gradient. It doesn't need ATP but it needs calcium ion to activate. Okay, अगर हम देखें कि ये हमें ज़रूरत क्यों है, लाइक फ्लिपेस फ्लॉपेस की, देखिए क्या होता है, लाइक आपको मैं एक सिंपल कॉमन एग्जांपल देती हूँ. जैसे आप लोगों को पता होगा फॉस्फेटाइडलसेरिन, ठीक है, तो फॉस्फेटाइडलसेरिन मूवमेंट टू द नॉन साइटोसोलिक लीफलेट मार्क्स द एपोप्टोटिक प्रोसेस. एज यू नो दैट फॉस्फेटाइडलसेरिन जो है मोस्ट अबंडेंट होता है हमारा साइटोसोलिक लीफलेट में. ठीक है, अगर वो नॉन साइटोसोलिक लीफलेट में मूव कर रहा है, इट मीन्स दैट कि वो एपोप्टोसिस को मार्क कर रहा है. ठीक है, तो इन चीज़ों के लिए हमें हमें सेल को रिक्वायरमेंट होती है फ्लिपेस फ्लॉपेस इन सब चीज़ की. ओके, सो विल मूव नेक्स्ट. Fluidity is inversely, this slide is very important, so listen it very carefully, and in that way I am telling you, remember in that way, so that you will solve all your questions very easily in exam. Fluidity is inversely proportional to van der Waals force of interaction. Remember this point. Fluidity is always inversely proportional to van der Waals force of interaction. Okay, so if your fluidity is inversely proportional to van der Waals force of interaction, wherever is van der Waals force of interaction is more, that side fluidity is very less. So if we'll talk about low temperature, first point is low temperature. In low temperature what will happen, अगर temperature कम होगा तो क्या होगा, लिपिड जो है एक जेल लाइक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बना लेगा. अगर जेल लाइक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो जाएगा मीन्स लिपिड बहुत चिपके होंगे. जब लिपिड बहुत आसपास होंगे तो उनमें फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन, van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा, फ्लूइडिटी कम हो जाएगी, क्योंकि फ्लूइडिटी इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ इंट्रैक्शन. अगर हम इन कंपेरिजन हाई टेम्परेचर की बात करें, लाइक सपोज 40 डिग्री सेल्सियस की अगर हम बात करते हैं, तो उसमें क्या होगा, फ्लूइड लाइक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होगा, लिपिड बहुत दूर होंगे. ठीक है, जब लिपिड बहुत दूर होंगे तो उनमें van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ इंट्रैक्शन भी कम होगा, जिसकी वजह से फ्लूइडिटी क्या हो जाएगी, बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगी. अगर हम कार्बन चेन की बात करें, 12 to 14 कार्बन चेन की बात करें इन कंपेरिजन टू 18 to 20 कार्बन, तो उसमें van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन कम होगा. अगर van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन कम होगा तो फ्लूइडिटी बहुत ज़्यादा होगी. अगर उसी के कंपैरिजन में 18 to 20 अगर हमारे पास कार्बन चेन की लेंथ है तो उनमें van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बहुत ज़्यादा होगा. अगर बहुत ज़्यादा कहीं लोग हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा मेंबर हैं, तो उनमें बॉन्ड बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, उनमें लाइक वो बहुत ज़्यादा एक दूसरे से क्लोजली रिलेटेड होंगे, तो उनमें फ्लूइडिटी क्या हो जाएगी, कम हो जाएगी. सेम वे अगर सैचुरेटेड फैटी एसिड चेन है तो उनमें मोर van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन होगा, तो फ्लूइडिटी कम होगी. अनसैचुरेटेड फैटी एसिड चेन में क्या होता है कि एक किंक आ जाता है, किंक आने की वजह से van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन क्या होता है, कम हो जाता है. जब van der Waals फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन कम हो जाता है तो फ्लूइडिटी बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती है. ठीक है, और एक लास्ट पॉइंट, कोलेस्ट्रॉल इन एनिमल सेल प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन आर लेस फ्लूइड देन प्लांट सेल. कोलेस्ट्रॉल क्या करता है, फ्लूइडिटी को कम करता है एनिमल सेल में, क्योंकि वो बहुत रिजिड होता है, जिसकी वजह से फ्लूइडिटी कम हो जाती है कोलेस्ट्रॉल में. आई थिंक यू ऑल पीपल विल गेट दिस पॉइंट. इस स्लाइड को आप जैसे मैंने बताया वैसे ही देखिएगा. अगर आपको नहीं समझ में आए वैसे दोबारा रिवाइंड करके देखिएगा, आपको ये समझ में आएगी और आप इजीली सारे इक्वेशन सॉल्व कर पाएंगे एग्जाम्स में. ठीक है, एंड थैंक यू. If you like our video, please like it. If you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe our channel Gyan Varsha, and I will upload all this material on the Telegram channel Gyan Varsha. Okay, and thank you so much.